Level 1, the Foundation Gilder. Bill Russell has taken the concept of winning to another level. He's logging championship after championship and making the most of every single possession. The defensive presence is wildly dominant. He's controlling the paint and altering nearly every shot attempt near the rim. Then he went and anchored 11 championships in 13 seasons, pulling down rebounds and directing traffic in games where offense wasn't even the primary weapon. That kind of impact doesn't just happen by accident. It means he can lead, defend at an elite volume, and still stay indispensable. And none of this came out of nowhere. The guy was a college champion in 1956. He picked Boston, worked his way into the system, earned his legacy, and now he's putting up what analysts are calling the greatest winner in basketball history: rebounding, blocking, leading. He's doing it all, and he's doing it with purpose. It's that steady rise from college star to undeniable dynasty anchor that makes him fit perfectly in this tier. Level 2, the statistical phenomenon. Wilt Chamberlain is making noise too. 50 points, 25 rebounds, over 2 assists per game in his prime, all while clocking unprecedented minutes. That's not a supporting character stat line. He's showing off a serious dominance game. He's overpowering multiple defenders, using his athleticism to full effect, and bringing a level of statistical absurdity that pops off the record books. One big reason he fits this level is the jump in league domination. He moved the entire conversation about what was physically possible in basketball. That kind of leap doesn't happen unless something major changes, and it has. He's trusted with the entire offensive load, impacting games through sheer force, and still has moments of absolute brilliance. His free throw shooting needs work, and his playoff success isn't quite where it should be given his numbers. But the overall package is extremely otherworldly. His rise isn't just flash, it's function, wrapped in power and records. Level 3, the clutch perfection. Jerry West's rise has been borderline legendary. He's averaging over 27 points, 6 boards, and 7 assists, while shooting efficiently from everywhere on the court. And he's doing this while playing a huge role as the Lakers' centerpiece. We're not talking about a guy sneaking into highlight reels. He's setting the standard. Just look at his finals performances, where he threw up performance after performance worthy of the MVP trophy. Moments like that show he's got real command of the clutch gene. The jump he made in basketball culture, becoming the actual NBA logo, reflects what he's been doing historically: scoring, leading, performing. His toolkit is wide, and he's putting it all together consistently in the biggest moments. He's Mr. Clutch, and his numbers look like something out of a scoring champion's playbook. There's no pretending with these stats. He's producing, and he's doing it night in and night out against the best competition. Level 4, the unstoppable weapon. Then there's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who is almost untouchable with the skyhook. 24 points, 11 rebounds, and over 3 blocks per game across his career. That's not just stuffing the stat sheet, that's owning the whole era. Since landing in Milwaukee and then Los Angeles, he's stepped right into the all-time scoring leader role, and it's working. He's being mentioned in the same breath as players who define generations of basketball excellence. Historically, the guy's already racked up totals that put him in a club above almost everyone. That's consistency, not just a multi-season wonder. He's the engine of championship teams, not just scoring, but protecting the rim, commanding double teams, and executing the most unstoppable shot ever created. The numbers are loud, and the legacy is louder. Level 5, the complete competitor. Larry Bird has taken a huge leap from talented rookie to offensive and psychological mastermind. He's jumped to nearly 24 points, over 10 boards, and 6 assists a game. That's a massive statement, season after season. He's running the show in Boston, and it shows in every possession. The Celtics trust him to do way more than just catch and shoot. He's creating, moving the ball, talking trash, and controlling the entire game's pace and emotion. It's a full-on transformation of the franchise, and the results are clear. Analysts are calling him one of the greatest forwards to ever touch a basketball. That kind of shift in perception doesn't come from empty stats. He's draining threes, grabbing clutch rebounds, making impossible passes, and making decisions that affect the whole flow of basketball culture. Level 6, the dream. And Hakeem Olajuwon is starting to dominate in every dimension. He's putting up nearly 22 points and grabbing over 11 rebounds while playing elite defense every possession. That efficiency is ridiculous. He's got the dream shake, which basically means if he gets positioned down low, it's either a bucket or a trip to the line. He's the kind of player that sets a championship tone. He's not just racking up stats, he's controlling both ends, and now he's got the Defensive Player of the Year awards to match. Media is calling him the most skilled big man in basketball history. His ceiling was reached when he added a complete offensive arsenal, especially those post moves. But right now, and in his prime, he's an absolute force on both ends. Level 7, the greatest of all time. Michael Jordan is a perfect fit for this tier. He's not just the first name on his team's scouting report. He's the first name in basketball history's conversation. MJ's offensive load isn't just growing. It's defining what basketball excellence means. He's playing clutch minutes, racking up scoring titles, winning efficiently, and switching the game's entire culture on the fly. He's the guy who doesn't just stabilize possessions when the attack stalls. He is the attack. His offensive creation metrics are beyond legit, putting him in his own category of wings who can score, pass, defend, and elevate teammates without question. What makes him stand out is that complete dominance. He doesn't need to share the spotlight to influence the game because he is the game. Whether he's hitting game winners, locking down the opponent's best player, or dropping 63 in the playoffs, he's beyond dependable. That mix of killer instinct, championship pedigree, defensive excellence, and offensive mastery puts him squarely at the pinnacle. Jordan brings every flavor of greatness imaginable. He's averaging over 30 points for his career, along with 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and elite defense. And he's doing it while anchoring 6 championship runs. He's got 5 MVP awards under his belt, and he never stopped getting better. The clutch gene has been legendary. He's making reads in the final seconds, connecting impossible shots, and even initiating comebacks when down double digits. His impact isn't just loud, it's deafening and constant. He closes games, alters series, dominates early, and then goes out and puts up efficient masterpieces in the finals. His offensive game is complete and unstoppable. What makes Jordan the clear number one is how utterly complete he is, while being the flashiest player ever. He's not the anchor behind someone. He's the entire foundation, structure, and crown jewel. MJ still feels underrated by newer generations who never watched him play. He's averaged over 33 points per game in the finals and remains the highest level performer from every spot on the floor when it mattered most. Fadeaways, dunks, post-ups, pull-ups, he's got it all. And unlike most guards, he kept the defensive intensity at an all-defensive level instead of coasting on offense alone. On a team where Pippen was excellent, Jordan was transcendent. He gave the Bulls everything: variety, punishment of any defensive scheme, and complete dominance on both ends. His career had 0 downs in his championship years, and the skill set never diminished. Scoring, defending, leading, willing teams to victory. That's the highest value player for any era. He's not a first option. He's the only option that guarantees greatness. He is the prototype of the ultimate winner. His scoring dominance took the league by storm across 2 three-peats, and now he's firmly established as the 30-plus point guy in the biggest moments who can also guard the best player on the other team. He doesn't need the ball in his hands every possession because when he gets it in crunch time, the game is over. His scoring has defined 2 separate eras of Bulls dominance, and now he's firmly established as the benchmark every player is measured against. He doesn't need validation from others because when the game is on the line, everyone knows who's taking and making the shot, finishing through any contact, or making the championship-defining play. On a planet where basketball exists, Jordan is the standard, the measuring stick, the one who steps up when everything is on the line. He's smart, ruthless, and doesn't force things because everything flows through his will to win. That kind of two-way dominance with championships and cultural impact is exactly what makes legacies immortal. He's not just supporting basketball's growth, he's the reason it became a global phenomenon. Jordan has been living beyond this tier for decades. He's averaged over 30 points per game for his career and still delivers iconic moments that define sports itself. He's had stretches where he's carried not just the offense, but the entire sport, like his 1998 finals closeout performance. That's the thing about Jordan. He doesn't need to prove himself anymore, but his legacy only grows with time. Pippen was incredible, but Jordan brought the killer instinct, the impossible shot making, the championship or bust mentality. His shot creation and clutch scoring have been proven in 6 finals MVPs and countless legendary performances. As the greatest ever, he's elite at knowing basketball is theater and making every moment count. That completeness is what makes him untouchable. There is no level above Michael Jordan. The comparison ends because the conversation starts and finishes with 6 championships, 0 finals losses, complete two-way dominance, and a cultural impact that transcends basketball. He didn't add to his game. He defined what the game could become.
If I were going to pick people with the best ability I'd ever seen play the game, he'd be one of them. If I were going to pick the best competitors that I'd ever seen play, he'd be one of them.
His airness isn't just a nickname. It's a statement. Even as new stars emerge and the game evolves, Jordan remains the one standard that every era measures greatness against. He didn't adjust to being the greatest. He simply was, is, and forever will be. Level 7 isn't just a tier. It's Michael Jordan. It's the end of the discussion and the beginning of legend. Because when you've done everything, won everything, and changed everything, there's nothing left to debate. There's only the throne, and there's only one king who never left it. All right, that's all for today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.